Discovering the spiritual connection with your pets. Have you ever paused to ponder the deeper spiritual bond you share with your pets? The relationship we cultivate with our dogs, cats, and other animals at home carries a profound spiritual significance that often goes unrecognized. The Bible itself speaks volumes about the role of animals in our lives, offering insights that can surprise or even caution us. Animals are more than mere companions, they are integral to the divine plan. Neglecting their well-being or treating them with indifference doesn't just harm them, it can also harden our hearts, disconnecting us from the compassionate nature that God intends for us to embody. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of this sacred bond. We'll explore how loving animals can draw us closer to God, while also examining the spiritual ramifications of ignoring this crucial responsibility. The revelations you're about to uncover might forever transform your perspective on animals and their place in our world. From the dawn of creation, as recounted in Genesis, God's command to bring forth living creatures was met with the birth of beasts, birds, and sea life, all deemed good and perfect within the divine design. Have you ever truly contemplated this? The pets that now grace your home with their faithful gazes are no accident. They are a testament to that very moment when God's perfection materialized in creation. Each animal has a designated place within God's grand design, impacting not just the world but your personal life journey. Reflect on the special moment in Genesis chapter 2, where God presents each creature to Adam. Imagine Adam, with a pure spiritual connection, naming and recognizing the purpose in each animal. This act was far beyond a creative endeavor. It symbolized the profound bond between humanity and the animal kingdom. Consider the animals that have entered your life. Whether it's the day you adopted your loyal dog or when a stray cat chose you for companionship, was it mere chance, or was it a divine appointment with a greater purpose? Your pets bring joy to your home and serve a purpose you may not yet fully grasp. The Bible teaches in Proverbs chapter 12 verse 10 that the righteous care for their animals, a simple yet powerful message that our treatment of animals reflects the justice and compassion God desires from us. Every act of feeding, protecting, or comforting an animal mirrors the character of a God who cares for all his creation. Pause to consider. Isn't the unwavering love of a dog a reflection of God's unconditional love for us? Doesn't the serenity a cat brings echo the peace God wishes for us to enjoy? Just as they mirror divine attributes, our care for them reflects God's goodness and mercy through us. When we love our pets, we become conduits of God's love and justice on earth, nurturing our own spiritual growth in the process. Matthew chapter 25 verse 40 tells us, "What you did for one of the least of these, you did for me." Although this passage primarily addresses helping people, the principle can extend to animals who are vulnerable and depend on us. God sees every kind act towards these creatures, valuing each sacrifice made to ensure their well-being. Have you ever felt the inexplicable connection and joy when caring for your pets? This sense of peace isn't just a fleeting moment, it's a spiritual blessing. God rewards those who protect his creation, and though these rewards may not be immediately visible, they transform our lives in profound ways. Imagine the eternal significance of your actions. Every loving gesture towards your pets resonates spiritually, pleasing the Creator. It's not merely about their welfare, it's about how these actions shape your character and refine your soul, drawing you closer to God. The Bible envisions a future kingdom in Isaiah chapter 11 verse 6-9, where harmony reigns supreme between predators and prey, led by a child, a vision of peace that includes both humans and animals coexisting without pain or fear. Loving your animals today is a small taste of this promised harmony. When you care for them, you practice the heavenly values of peace, compassion, and unity we will all one day experience. Each act of love towards your pets is a step towards this glorious future. Every bark, purr, or birdsong is a reminder that God's plan encompasses all creation. Living in harmony with the animals around you aligns you with a divine vision of a restored world. Before we proceed, if you're enjoying this content, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. This not only motivates us but also helps us reach more hearts with these meaningful messages. Thank you for being part of our community and helping us share this special content. The Bible consistently calls us to reflect God's compassionate and just character in every facet of life. Conversely, Neglecting or mistreating animals moves us away from this purpose, sidelining a divine responsibility entrusted to us. While this topic may be uncomfortable, it's crucial to reflect on the consequences of our actions or lack thereof, as they impact not only animals but ourselves and our environment. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 10 states, "The righteous care for their animals, but the heart of the wicked is cruel." When we overlook an animal's suffering or treat them with indifference, a transformation begins within us. Our hearts, designed by God to be compassionate and just, can become desensitized. Every time we choose to ignore the plight of a defenseless creature, we take a step towards a hardened character. Cruel or negligent treatment harms animals and impacts our capacity to empathize and love those around us. A hardened heart not only neglects animals but also disconnects from the love and compassion God intends for us to extend to all. Consider this. What kind of world are we creating for our families and ourselves when we show indifference to the suffering of living beings? The Bible is clear. Justice and goodness are not optional, they are the essence of those who reflect God's character. Genesis chapter 2 verse 15 tells us, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it." God assigned us the role of guardians of His creation. Caring for animals is an extension of this duty. However, failing in this calling means rejecting the task God entrusted to us from the beginning. Every animal that crosses our path, every pet that becomes part of our family, is an opportunity to fulfill this divine purpose. But by neglecting or ignoring their well-being, we forsake our mission as stewards of God's work. Animals are far more sensitive than we often realize. They not only perceive their physical environment but also the emotions and energies around them. A home where indifference or mistreatment of animals prevails can become emotionally charged, filled with tension and imbalance. Real-life examples abound. There are documented cases where animals, after living in abusive homes, become aggressive and distrustful, a direct reflection of the trauma they've endured. Dogs who have been ignored or abandoned often exhibit severe anxiety, like incessant barking or destructive behaviors. Even cats, typically more independent, can develop stress-related illnesses if they don't feel secure in their environment. A recent article reported a dog that, after years of abuse, bit its owner in self-defense. These situations are not the fault of the animals but are direct consequences of the environments to which they've been exposed. When we ignore their well-being, we condemn them to an irredeemable path, losing their natural essence of love and loyalty. But they are not the only ones who suffer. An atmosphere laden with tension and neglect can affect the entire family. The negative emotions that accumulate not only harm the animals but also the people sharing the same home. In contrast, a home that cares for and loves animals becomes an oasis of peace and unity. The biblical story in Numbers chapter 22 verse 21-33 offers one of the most astonishing examples of God's regard for animals. Balaam, known for his ability to bless or curse with his words, disobeys God's order not to curse Israel, blinded by the rewards offered by King Balak. On his journey, God sends an angel with a drawn sword to block his path, which Balaam fails to see. It is his donkey, an ordinary, seemingly insignificant animal, that perceives the danger. 3 times the donkey tries to divert Balaam from the path, stopping and even lying down. But Balaam responds with cruelty, beating the animal. Finally, God opens the donkey mouth, and it speaks, rebuking Balaam for his mistreatment. "What have I done to you that you have beaten me these 3 times?" At this moment, God opens Balaam's eyes, and he sees the angel ready to kill him. He realizes his donkey has saved his life. This story isn't just a biblical curiosity, it's a reminder that God can use even animals to protect us, guide us, and redirect our paths when we stray from His will. How many times has an animal in your life acted unexpectedly, as if trying to communicate or warn you of danger? Perhaps it's no coincidence. Maybe God is using these beings to show His care and purpose. The power of animals to protect and assist us is found not only in scriptures but also in everyday life. There are countless moving stories of animals acting as guardians, friends, and heroes. Take, for example, the loyal dog Hachiko in Japan, who waited years at a train station for his deceased owner, an act of loyalty that moved a nation. His story underscores the special connection animals have with us, often defying logic. Another case is that of a cat in Italy that saved its family from a fire by persistently meowing to wake them in the middle of the night. Service animals, like guide dogs for the blind or those that detect illnesses such as diabetes or cancer before humans can, also demonstrate this profound bond. These acts are not just instincts, they are manifestations of a deeper purpose connecting animals to our lives. When you love and care for the animals God has placed in your life, you honor His creation. Every caring gesture reflects the compassionate character of God and prepares you to embody the values of His kingdom. It's no coincidence that your dog, cat, or special animal is with you. They have a purpose, and so do you. Loving, caring for, and learning from them daily is an opportunity to connect with the divine plan and reflect the goodness and justice God expects from us. So never underestimate the impact of your love for them. You are fulfilling a greater mission than you can imagine. What are your thoughts on what you've just learned? Do you feel your connection with animals holds a higher purpose? Leave us a comment and share how animals have impacted your life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more messages like this and share this video with someone who loves animals as much as you do. See you in the next video.